welcome to another beautiful episode of Sweet Scoop. My name is Precious Amori, and I don't do this alone. I always do this with my favorite co-hosts. I have Princess Dumebi Agu, I have Siko Blade, and I have Ibukun Oduwa Balogun. Today we'll be scooping some new topics, very interesting topic, and our first topic is coming from the educational sector. Okay guys, our first topic for today is, are single-sex school more effective than traditional ones?
I'll dive in. I believe traditional schools are way better than single-sex schools.
Okay.
Because, I understand the fact that guys, boys and girls, they learn differently. Mm-hmm. I understand that fact well, but if you're going to the world, you come out, you're still going to be in a mixed environment. So I think being in a single-sex school, it limits you in the sense that you be so comfortable and confident when you are with your same sex.
Yeah.
Now, the world outside, you have mixed environment, guys, girls, everybody together. And when you not get to that environment, you will not find yourself lacking confidence when it comes to the opposite sex. You get, so to me, I think the mixed school is always better.
Well, for me, I think, or I believe that single schools, it's better.
Okay.
Because one, it lessens distractions.
Okay.
There's a lot of distractions. We have children or we have teenagers. Before you say Jack Robinson, they don't create relationship.
Okay. So it's not even from the teachers actually.
No, aside the teachers, I'm talking of students themselves.
Okay.
So if you have a single school, even the teachers in particular, it will help them to design their timetable, to design whatever they have for the children in terms of gender, when it comes to gender now.
Okay.
So if you have an all-girls school, then the teacher will know, okay, there are things that they have in particular for them,
girls,
for girls,
guys.
Instead of saying you're having a mixed school and all that. But if they are mixed, there is always problem. I feel there is always problem if they are mixed.
Okay.
Particularly when it comes to that relationship of a thing. They don't even go into relationships. Before you know it, you see them doing one or two funny things in the toilet, and you don't know. We don't know.
So have you heard of any situation like that where you had a guy and a girl having something to do in the bathroom or in the toilet during school hours?
Yes,
and that's why you decided.
Yes, that's why I said that. Growing up, when I was in GSS 2, a boy and a girl, I think they were in another department. I think arts department. Okay, I'm telling you, you know the way he rose. Before he said, and actually both of them are prefects.
Okay.
Social prefect and food prefect, if I can remember.
Okay.
They were caught
red-handed.
Red-handed.
Oh wow.
So if you have that in just a single gender school, I don't think that will happen.
Okay.
Well, for me, I don't think having like a single gender school is right.
Okay.
It's not, because if you're talking about them going to the bathroom and doing one or two things, yes, that might happen. But I'd rather have my child having that with the opposite sex than the same sex. Yes, I'd rather have that. And again, I believe the core education, which is traditional education, it helps you socialize well when you're out there, because the real world consists of a boy.
And who says you can't socialize well if you're in a single gender school?
These are females we are talking about. All they do is gossip.
These are all
and
male.
Another
thing, I think it limits you in a way, in the sense that a girl might like, for example, a girl might like football. And most times when I mean football, I'm talking about, football is even a general thing because you can have that in a girls' school. Mm-hmm. Let's say other things, other activities like they have other sports that they do that are mainly for guys and the girls interested in. In a single gender school, you can't have that. For example, a boy that loves music or that loves dancing. Yeah. You won't have that in the curriculum of guys.
That's what you think.
Why can't you? It's like that.
No, but it's possible for you.
Because in a single sex school, their programs are being organized based on gender.
That's what I'm saying. So are you saying that cannot be?
That's what I'm saying. You won't have activities for guys in a girls' school.
You won't have
Activities
Yes,
for guys.
activities like sporting activities that are for guys. You won't have it in the girls' school.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yes,
Okay.
Girls
I
are
think
like
Siko.
girls
Siko.
are usually interested in different things. You can't tell me you can't have a sporting activity in a girls' school.
I'm not saying they don't have sporting. I'm talking about a particular sporting activities that are related to boys that a girl might be interested in. Will not be in the curriculum of the girls' school.
Okay.
Which means you are deprived, you are limiting
don't
that
think-
particular child. Yes, there is. Study has shown.
Okay, before you go into studies that have shown you, I went to a single school. I went to St. Margaret in Benin City. And St. Margaret is a girls' school. Yes, we had issues at some points where you had girls becoming lesbians. There was a girl in our set then in GS 3. Their father were pastors, and they were sisters. So they had their own partners too in school, and the men. With that day when it happened, they call it the W portion. They cleared a W room for themselves inside. You know, normal day in school, then they'll say if you misbehave, you clear grass. They'll give you W portion. So they actually had to clear to that point where they had to do the nonsense they were doing and all that, and they caught the both of them. And those kind of things happen. But we also had football games. We also had different things.
Exactly.
In school. We had music. We had everything different. We had volleyball.
Yeah.
We had girls playing long tennis, table tennis. We had different kind of things.
Yeah.
So I don't think that whether it's a male school or a female school limits the curriculum
Yes, exactly.
or
It doesn't
limits
limit. It doesn't.
any activity. It only even I went to a girls' school, but I still know how to socialize with you. So this thing about socializing with people is not about you going to a male school or a female school. That's my own opinion.
Yeah.
Your opinion is
Because
is also right.
you're actually among the percentage that got it right, because you can't have all bad heads. Yeah. You can't have everybody having the same mindset or having the same challenges. Because this is how you view life. You understand? Other people, they view life separately. The girls' school I went to, is it boarding or day?
We had boarding and day school.
The one were you in?
I went to a boarding school for just one term.
Just one
because
term.
because of one term because of that thing they call bush baby. I don't know if it's true. Guys, way to go on a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't forget to subscribe to Elegbete TV on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll be right back.
Hi folks, my name is Dario Adene, but most of you probably know me better as D1. Well, whenever I'm free and whenever I watch TV, I make sure I keep it locked on Elegbete TV.
Oya fún wọn ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀tẹ̀, oya fún wọn ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀tẹ̀, oya fún wọn ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀tẹ̀, ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀tẹ̀, ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀tẹ̀. We are watching Elegbete. My name is Kenny Black, not Elegbete. Elegbete is the TV. My name is Kenny Black, and don't stop watching Elegbete TV. Cheers.
Hello guys, you're welcome back on Sweet Scope. And initially we're talking about single sex and how effective than traditional schools, traditional ones are. But now we're talking about, do you think primary education should be free? Primary education, maybe from primary KG 1 to primary 6, do you think should be free?
Well, we have a lot of free educations in our country. Government schools, free educations, stuff like that. But I don't think all these educations are actually free.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you go there, they say it's free education and you go to register your younger ones. So due to the fact that you can't afford the private school thing, you still get to pay. You still get to pay a lot of things. Okay, the last time I did that, I took my younger ones to register for their primary school. I think they were in primary 2 or so. So when I got there, free education, the whole idea of a free education thing. On getting there, the principal told me, okay, you have to pay 13,500 naira. You have to pay this amount for uniform, 2,500. You have to buy toilet roll. You have to buy all those stuff. So I don't think. I think education should be free.
Free, that so nobody should pay anything.
Yes.
Okay.
For the less privileged, some people can afford the whole private school thing, and some people cannot. Imagine someone with about 7 children or so taking their kids to a private school. They can't afford it. And then they're also bringing them to the government school and they're paying all this money for this education. And you have to do that. You have to pay that for that child to actually start the whole school thing. So I think the government should do something about the whole free education thing, like should be properly laid down.
Okay, I'm a volunteer teacher. So when you're talking about government schools and stuff. I know how this thing works. I feel when things are extremely free, people don't know the value. People misuse it. Do you understand? You're talking about somebody having 7 children. For crying out loud, why would you have 7 children in this day economy when you know you cannot afford to pay one child's school fee? No, I'm coming. When you know you can't pay one child's school fee, you end up having 7. I remember when I went to the north for a voluntary work for a particular foundation, and on getting there, you get to a class, you're like, oh, who is so you call it a particular name, and this one say, oh, he's my brother, he's my sister. It means like in one class,
They have like
one man has
siblings.
like 20 children, and he also has in other classes too. Do you understand? So for me, I feel it shouldn't be extremely free. People don't value things that are very, in fact, as human beings, we don't like free things. Let me relate it to a relationship. When a guy likes you too much and you like, he's clinging to me, I don't like it. I want to be, you should give me space. You should miss me somehow.
That's you.
Let's go back to
For me, I don't think education should be free. Like you said, you rightly said, you're giving birth. You don't give birth to the amount of children you can train. And if we have free education, I believe that schools will be extremely overcrowded. And if that happens, what it means is there might be increase in taxation.
Okay.
Paying of taxes and money will increase. The money for paying tax, it means government will have to take over, they have to take care of this, take care of that. And like you said, people don't appreciate things that are free. We misuse it a lot. So I don't think education should be free.
With the rates of illiteracy in Nigeria, I think primary education should be free. And education is a right of a child. Every child has a right to be educated. You understand? Now, and making this thing free, you're making education free, because I know how Nigeria is. You say, okay, fine, primary education is free. At the end of the day, the learning environment is not conducive. You get there, you have like 2 seats, the roof is open.
We all
went through it. I went to a public primary school, and trust me, sometimes we see the clouds. But the thing is, even in as much as you make it free, make the system conducive for these kids to learn. You understand? You make it conducive for this. That makes it totally free. But you know how Nigeria is. At the end of the day, you say this thing is free, and the kids they come. You pay a lot of things. They want to have this activity. You pay for this, like what she said. You pay for tissue.
You pay for
you have to bring tissue. You have to bring. Thank you.
Those things are supposed to be there.
Basic amenities.
Yeah, for as of 2018, education was just, I think, 6% of the budget.
Can imagine.
Education is supposed to be at least 20 to 26% by the UNESCO standard of your budget of the country. Now we're having 6% as at 2018. So you can imagine how crazy it is. And imagine you went to the north and you're talking about
it was a very wonderful experience.
We have
for
people,
me.
but they also want to go to school. All these young kids. You have to put them in school.
See the rate. I know at first, Universal Basic Education Program was launched 1999.
Yeah.
And the percentage of people enrolling for school increased by 83%. But lately, it has dropped to 25%.
Wow.
And you complain about government, you complain about the way people behave, you see the way people drive on the streets. They are not properly educated, so please make it free.
Okay, when I talked about education not being free totally, for me, it's about the materials those kids need. Okay, like when you want to enroll a child into the school, I feel as a parent, you should be entitled to that. But when the child gets into the school, what should be free is the child getting a free school bag, getting a free school uniform from the government, getting free books. I'm just saying because those are things that some of these parents cannot afford. So a child should be entitled to getting a free school uniform from the government when he gets into school, get a free school bag, get a free notebook. There should be a library where kids should government should also try, because if there's a library, it will encourage a reading culture.
Yeah.
So it means you might not have the textbook with you, but when you go to the library to read, those things are made available. Do you understand? There should be water, there should be security. Not in the school where I teach, I was surprised to hear the principal telling me that the children pay as less as 300 naira for security, which is terrible.
Wow.
Yes, in Lagos.
And it's meant to be free.
Okay, guys, we need to go. It's been a very beautiful day and a very beautiful episode with these lovely people on set with me. And my name still remains Precious. But don't forget to subscribe to Elevated TV on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to use the notification button. It's very important so that you can get our latest show on Elevated TV. Bye.